I'm live, according to YouTube. Hey guys, if you're in there, pop in. Wendy and I were out. We just got back from the south end of Salt Spring Island and visited a monkey tree grove. Dozens and dozens of monkey trees. And a friend of mine has them. He's been growing them here for about 40 years. And he's got 8 acres, him and his wife down in the south end. So a really cool place to see. Monkey trees everywhere. And I love monkey trees. That's one of the first kind of exotic plants I recognized when I was just a little kid back in the late 1960s was a monkey tree, the ones growing in Vancouver. So I love monkey trees. I guess we have 4 or 5 monkey trees in our own garden. But yeah, Monkey Tree Man down on the south end has a ton of monkey trees. Anyway, I'll upload a video after I do this so you can see what I'm talking about. And he's got male ones and female ones. And he grew them all from seed. All the monkey trees that he has on his property, he grew from seed, and they look natural. He's got them in this natural setting, backdrop of Douglas fir, western red cedar, arbutus, hemlock, all that other things, but all the other trees that grow here natively, but they look like they belong. The way he has them set up in there. It's pretty cool. So hope you guys are having a good day. It's Sunday, and the time here is 1:42 p.m. Pacific time. And I was busy this morning out in the garden, putting a few more potted things away into the tiki hutches because later this week is supposed to cool down here on the rock. I guess Alaska to the far north of us is going to open her doors up and let a cool air out. A little bit of cool air is going to slide down here. And I do see temperatures as low as -2, maybe even -3 in some areas. So that's degrees Celsius. Okay, that's Celsius, not Fahrenheit. If it was Fahrenheit, I would probably have to move. I wouldn't live here, put it that way. So stay tuned for a video of the monkey trees growing on the south end of Salt Spring Island. And what I did, I took him a tiki. I ripped up a tiki this morning out of a half cedar log that I also ripped, and I took him a folk art tiki for his monkey tree forest. But his plan one day, him and his wife, want to have tours of their monkey tree grove. Hello, Sam. How's it going? So that's the plan, to have tours of his monkey tree grove, because he's got more monkey trees than anybody I know. And you know what? He's got them clustered together, which I think looks really cool. Monkey trees clustered together look a lot better than when they're kind of in a single plant in the middle of someone's lawn. And ours are growing with a lot of other exotic vegetation, so they kind of blend in better. They don't stand out like a sore thumb. I love monkey trees, so I think they're pretty cool. Araucaria americana, Chilean pine, native to Chile and South America. Snowing? What the? 35 degrees. Okay, that's not too bad. It's very sunny in town, about 8 kilometers south of here before you get to town. And it's kind of, well, there's blue sky up there and clouds, so it's kind of broken clouds here right now, but the sun is behind a cloud. But it's not a bad day. It's 7.5 degrees Celsius, so it's around 45, 46 degrees Fahrenheit. Normal temperature for this time of year. But we're going to get some colder weather end of the week, Sam. So stay tuned for videos of some colder weather, palm trees and cold weather. James Palms is in there right on. How's everything out there in Ontario today? Beautiful day here on Salt Spring Island. Seasonal weather. And like I said, we just got back from visiting a monkey tree grove, a forest of monkey trees down on the south end of the island. It's about a half-hour drive from here. +4, not bad. You guys have been having a balmy and palmy winter. 7.5 here, so seasonal. And low temperature was, I think, around 5 or 6, something like that. Wasn't that bad. And sunny. Yeah, we got sun here too, but at the moment, it went behind one of those big puffy clouds. So it's mix of sun and cloud here. It's looking seasonable here with highs around 30, lows 20 for the next 2 weeks. Oh, that's not too bad. I like the sun. I'm actually kind of looking forward to the cooler weather. Hey, Palms USA. Good to see you in there. I'm kind of looking forward to the cooler weather at the end of this month, at the end of this week, because it's going to be sunny. And hey, you're welcome. I'm glad you enjoy the streaming, and I'm glad you guys come on in the streaming, because you guys make it fun coming into the live streams. So I look forward to actually a little bit of cooler weather. Hit that button because it's going to be sunny, and I prefer to work in the sun and drier weather than the rain, because I work outside year round, and at this time of the year it rains a lot. So last week was nice. It was totally sunny. When do you usually start warming up fast? Well, I've seen it warm up in February, but sometimes I can see it be cold, but usually more really warm temps. I've seen temps of 30s in May. That's where it really warms up good. Most people plant their really tender stuff early May. Like if you got tender vegetables like squash and peppers, tomatoes, early May is the time to do that. So I'm going to say early May. April too can be pretty warm as well. When it's cold. Yeah, I like the sun. James, you're right. I'll take the sunny, cold days over the 8 degrees Celsius and pouring down with rain days, because when I get up in the morning at 5 a.m. and I hear the rain beating on the roof, and I know I got to work on that all day long, it absolutely sucks, right? And I love my job, don't get me wrong, but working the rain all day is not fun because you got to wear rain clothes and stuff, and it kind of slows me down. So, but these stand fields, these actually repel the water pretty good too. They're wool, right? But so next week's looking pretty sunny, and we got to finish this playground we've installed at one of the parks. So, and it's all rough cut cedar. We harvested all the cedar out of the forest. We've we rough cut it all with a chainsaw. It's pretty cool. I don't like the rain when I got to work either, James. It does. It's awful, man. You're not missing the stream, Logan. You're in here. I just started it, and I'm a little later because, like I said, Wendy and I were down at the Monkey Tree Jim's place. I call him the Monkey Tree Man of Salt Spring because he's got so many monkey trees it would blow you away. Yeah, if it's plus 25 and rain, then it's okay. But when it's 5 or 6 or 8 degrees and it's pouring down with rain, it's not good. And usually when it's raining here, it's around like at this time of the year, 8, could be 10. When we get a lot of rain, it's usually the Pineapple Express. Sam, in the past couple of years, March, February being switched. February, March will be way colder. Often March is crappier than February here. That's the truth, man. March can be a really weird month. Sometimes absolutely beautiful. I've seen February, lots of Februarys here where you're outside working in your t-shirt. Beautiful 15 degrees Celsius days, 16 degrees Celsius. And then March comes around and it turns out to be quite lousy until you get to the end of the month. It was snowing here earlier. But did it stick, Logan, or not? How's the snow depth? Did you get any depth to it, or did it even stick? If you see our forecast, it is looking colder, like I say. So anyway, I did a bunch of cleanup out in the garden this morning, and I overwintered a few more pots. I put them in the tiki hut because, remember, folks, plants in pots are less cold hardy. Oh, it's still snowing there. Okay, interesting. I have had 70s in February and highs in the 40s in April. Interesting, Sam. That's wild. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen frost here in April at this location. There's been frost in other locations, but not here. 2 inches. Not too bad, Logan. I'm sure it'll melt pretty quick. The latest frost I think I've ever recorded here would be late March, years ago. March and April usually warm. You get a lot of rain. It could be, or ours burning hot. It can be hot. It can even be hot in March there. I've seen it be really warm in March in Ontario. Oh, it is snowing right now. Yeah, it probably looks nice, Logan. Snow on the palm trees. When it gets cold out, it gives me something to shoot a video of. So as much as I hate really cold weather and snow and stuff like that, to me, it's YouTube entertainment. So if we get some minus temperatures there, I will go out and shoot some videos in it, right? And then you can see what some of the plants are looking like in the minus temperatures. And usually the minus temperature here or early in the morning, that's going to be the minimums. The daytime temperatures look like they're all above freezing. They look like they're going to be 5, maybe 6, something like that. But nighttime temperatures or early morning temperature lows are going to be below freezing, according to Environment Canada. So we'll just have to see how this pans out. And I'm not worried about it. I'm really not. If it got that cold here, then we wouldn't have 100-foot eucalyptus trees. That's what I tell people. Those eucalyptus trees would be dead. So last May, Sam, I had 29 on the 9th. 29. Wow. Last May. Is that right? Eh? That is interesting. All-time cold here. Wow. I'll tell you what, Sam, I have scraped frost on my park's truck window in May, and I have videos of it to prove it at our other park's workyard. It's a lot colder there on Kanaka Road. And believe it or not, Kanaka means Hawaiian, and that's a cold spot. Kanaka Road, where our one park's works yard is, where I park our truck sometime and our shop is can be really cold. And May, I've scraped frost there, I think probably mid-May on the truck. And then the earliest I've scraped frost at our other park's workyard was probably about October 7th or 9th, something like that. We could get 15 or 20 in March. Yeah, exactly. I've seen it where it's been 20 degrees Celsius in Ontario in March in the past. I remember one really balmy March you had several years ago, and it was lots of 20-degree Celsius days, 18s, 20s, whatever, which is nice. I'll take it. In March, I've seen it here too. But March is just, like I said, a really weird month. Another really weird month here is June. June can be really, really dry or extremely wet. We call it January here in Salt Spring Island. Sam, March 2012 was the warmest I can remember. It probably 80 plus, had at least 80. Wow, that is toasty. John, where are you originally from in Canada? I was born in Vancouver, and I've lived on the Pacific coast my entire life. I've never lived anywhere else. I've always lived right near the Pacific Ocean. So I've been here my whole life, born and raised, and my family born and raised as well here on the coast. So, yeah, my dad's side of the family came from Italy in 1934, 33, 34, something like that. And then my mom's side of the family came a long time ago. I think pre-1914, they came from Ukraine or something like that. So, but yeah, John, always been here. We heat up fast, we cool down fast. Yeah, it's more consistent here, James. So if we get a cold snap next week, it'll go like this, a little bit of a dip in the graph, and then it'll be up. It's really consistent. There's no big swings here. Hello from Poland, KRS Palms. Good to see you in there, Michael. Did you get your package yet? Did you get the palm seeds and all that stuff? Camel who likes Coke is in there. Hello. February is really a weird month for us. Yeah, we're never going to see 80 degrees Fahrenheit in February here. All I can look at my data book, like the Environment Canada book, and tell you what the maximum temperatures were for February. Warm from and that's the thing being in the south. It'll get there, Michael. Be patient. Trust me. It took 2 weeks to get something from here to Alberta, and Alberta's just in the next province over. It took 2 weeks to get from this province to the next province. The seeds I said he bought them on eBay. I think it was an eBay order. And it's just like. I said things are taking longer because of you world, right? Everything's taking longer. I don't be a really warm month here. Oh, there goes my stream. There goes my stream. Hide for a sec, guys. So bear with me. Got a bad connection right now, I see. So if I disappear, I'm not being rude. It's the internet connection. I don't get it. I have that and rate is different. They all have the same soil. Yep, that's just the way they are. It's genetics, man. TTTLFC. It is the genetics of the plant. Just like some are weaker than others. Kiss the babies in there, Mike. Yeah, but there is no new internet here, Mike. You got to remember, I'm on an island, so I have to live with what I have. Unfortunately, there's no fiber optics here. There's no getting new internet. What we have is what we're going to get until they replace it one day with fiber optics. It's funny, like I said, over in Tofino and Ucluelet, super fast internet. 65, yeah. I know I've seen about 15, I believe, or 18 in February, maybe even a little bit more. Camel, so for your mussabaj, you cut. No, I never cut the leaves off. I only cut the leaves off in the spring. I never, Camel, this is how I protect my bananas, and I've been growing them since 1989. I bubble wrap the trunks. I never, ever cut the leaves off. You always enjoy the leaves until the frost take them off and just let them hang beside the plants till spring. And once you start to see new growth coming out, then you cut those leaves off and put them as mulch. Southwest Ireland rainforest is in there. Hello, Dara. So no need to ever cut your mussabaju down or cut the leaves off. I've never understood why people cut the leaves off mussabaju when they're totally healthy. Did you see the video I shot yesterday, or I uploaded it today, of Hal's bananas down the road? You can see the snow broke. All the banana leaves are perfectly green, but they're hanging down beside the plant. That just gives it extra insulation. And if there was a palm that produced peppers instead of coconuts, hey, you could hybridize one, Logan. You're probably smart enough to do it. That would be awesome. A pepper palm. But no need to cut them off, Sam. Just, or Camel, leave them on. Stream's lagging. How am I doing, folks? Am I lagging to you guys? So how's everything over in Pennsylvania today, Mike? Current temperature here, 7.5, 1:56 p.m. Pacific time. And I really don't know how long I'm gonna stream for. Just however how long the stream goes, if the internet doesn't die on me. You're not too bad. It's only 15 minutes into it, Dara, so it's good. You could try, Logan. You could do it. Yeah. So sometimes it's gonna lag. TTTC. It's the internet connection here. That's the drawback of living on a small island. You got to remember, I'm not in the city. I'm far away from the city. Johan's in there. Good to see you, Johan. Internet in the city is fast. Internet on Vancouver Island is fast. But once you come over to these smaller Gulf Islands, it's completely different. PRS Palm Michael. I have one Bismarckia seed, about 40. Oh, wow. They put out really, really long roots. When I grew a bunch, they had roots on them about this long, and it took a while before they actual poked out the little leaf blade, right? So just be patient with it. Wait unless the thing got broken off, unless there was one and it got broken off the leaf tip, right? So just watch it. And they're very prone to root rot, so make sure they're warm. Dragon fruit grows quick. I potted them a few days ago. Oh, that's cool, Camel. Right on. Last, if I cut them down, use the banana leaves trunks down and mulch maple. That's good. That's the way to do it. In colder climates, people do cut them down and they put straw or leaves around them and tarps. Here we just bubble wrap it, and a lot of people here do not protect them at all. I mean, not everybody on Salt Spring protects bananas. Oh, good. Thanks for the yeah. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, good video. Oh, White with Dreamy Eyes is in there. Good to see you in there. How's the weather up in Prince George, Dave? I got 15 on the 9th seeds. Oh, okay. So you're using peat moss in there, TTLFC. You got to use Pro Mix HP or Sunshine Mix 4. Yes, James. Getting longer. And TTLC's got Take Heel on the go. Yes, I just sowed quite a few Take Heel seeds. I think, like 7 dozen Take Heel seeds, something like that. So we'll let you know how they grow. I don't soak them or anything. I just sow them the way they are. Bananas look enough like, they do look enough like palms. Yes. Will freeze down. Yes, they will freeze down. Or a palm that produces bananas. Yeah, you can work on that one too, Logan. I have 50 Bismarckias. Oh, cool. I grew a bunch of them. They all petered out on me. Let's just see. Bananas look enough like palms. Camel, they grow a lot faster. Palms, they do. Bananas are perennial, right? So if they freeze down, guys, if you don't know much about bananas, they're a perennial. And a perennial is something that comes back every year. So they're root hardy. Musabaju are root hardy. There's no challenge to growing Musabaju if you live in a temperate zone. I'm using English moss. English moss. I don't know what that is because I use peat moss, like a peat moss with perlite in it. A bit sad. Sad didn't anyone know Kathleen. Who is she? Is she a gymnast? I'm guessing she's a gymnast because you're a gymnast. Excuse me, folks. I'm eating fishy crackers. You know what fishy crackers are? They're little fish. I just cut mine down very low, James. Mulch on top. Yeah, really easy. That's all you got to do. If you live in a cooler growing zone below zone 8A, then you're going to cut them down if you're in the north. Logan Hughes. If an impact was able to crossbreed bush man. Could you imagine something like that to be the coolest plant ever, Logan? Mine died down and came back. Yeah, Ireland. Dara. If it gets too cold with the man. Yeah, as long as the ground doesn't freeze, Sam. So mulch the ground. That's important. Yeah, zone 6. And you know what else? Mark Lattisewer, James, grows them in Ottawa, which is even colder. And my friend Lucy Herard, she grows them in Montreal, which is zone 5. Lucy and Michelle came and visited me here about 10 years ago or so. They came out to Salt Spring Island and they visited me here. She grows some pretty big bananas in Montreal. I think Mark Lattisewer's might maybe been here before too. There's been a lot of people on Facebook and YouTube visit our garden here and come and visit me. So I think Mark might have visited our garden before too. I'd have to ask him. I forget. So many people have visited here. I forget exactly who visited. Sorry to hear that. Very impressive woman. She was a rower. Oh, a rower. Oh, remember Silk and Lamon? Have you heard of Silk and Lamon, the rower? There's a picture with Wendy and her. Wendy met her. Nice lady. Johan, I have a Camerops humulus in a pot. It's been the same height for 3. Well, you're going to protect it in Sweden, right? It's second mildest. Protect it in the wintertime when it gets cold, and maybe it'll do okay for you. Camerops are pretty hardy, but they're not as hardy as Trachycarpus fortunae. And I know from experience because I've been growing them a long time, and I've had camerops freeze to the ground in bad winter temperatures on the mainland. Rainforest, when did you plant them? Camel. We had 27F freeze yesterday. All palms in my community are perfect. Keep an eye on those, Camel. 2 years ago. My kids love them. Cool. You got to like that. My kids just kind of grew up with all these palms and stuff. So they're like, it never really phased them because they just kind of grew up around palm trees all their life. So they don't really go like, when they see a palm tree growing in someone's garden. Sandor, good to see you in there with the 4 thumbs up. And Idzi Madsen. I think that's how you pronounce it. You good. You visit Salt Spring Island sometime. I think they're talking about doing like a provincial lock, like where you can't travel between provinces. That's the next thing they're working on. So probably have to wait till everything's done. I heard, isn't Quebec in lockdown, and also Ontario's in lockdown? South with Ireland, my tracking correspondents are getting tall. Oh, cool. Right on. Good for you, Dara. How does Fahrenheit work? 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's freezing. Okay. Johan, 32 degrees Fahrenheit is 0 Celsius. 0 degrees Fahrenheit is around minus 17.8 degrees Celsius. Basically, you double it and add 30. So if it's 30 degrees, let's just say it's 15 degrees Celsius. If it's 15 degrees Celsius, I double that and I add 30. So it's basically around 60 or 61. Fahrenheit. Yes, I knew Kathleen that we were class. Oh, no way. So she's young. What happened to her? Oh, that's sad. That's sad, Dave. She would have been young. Pindo palm is not that hardy at all. European fan palm, way hardier than Butia capitata. And I know that from experience too, because I've lost Butia here in a bad freeze. You know what it is? Outer leaves are perfectly fine. Outer leaves are perfectly fine here after a bad freeze. It's the center spears. The center spears on Butia capitata are extremely prone to freeze. And when they freeze and they pull out, man, they're useless unless you hit them with some fungicide. I can't be bothered. Joe, do you have a place where I can buy any? Yeah, I sell them on eBay. I'll tell you. I'll show you right here. I have an eBay store. eBay. I'll go back to here. I do have an eBay store. I ship seeds out every week, Camel. Palms, I will not ship palm seedlings until spring. Okay, I do not. I refuse to ship any palm seedlings in the winter because they can freeze during transit, and it has happened, and I'll never ever do it again. I did a big shipment to Mike, Coconut Mike, once, and he used to buy a lot of palms for me. We're friends. And one shipment I sent him, it was about 8 degrees Celsius here, and it was about -6 there, and it was about -20 in between here and there. And they go by transport truck from here to Montreal. And all through the prairies and Ontario to there was freezing. And when he got them, they were all dead. So I can't do it anymore. So I am on eBay. Let me find my eBay store. Selling. I'll find you my eBay store, and then you can see I have a few things on there. And I've been selling on eBay for about 13 years, and selling palms long before eBay. Long before eBay and the internet came around, I was selling palms and seed. And we have a nursery here, so if you're on Salt Spring Island, you can buy them. Listings. I'm trying to find you a listing on eBay here. Lockdown. You guys are on lockdown. Would you plan to track your Princess seeding straight? Yep, I would. I am Batman, definitely. Yeah, that's sad, Dave. I'm sorry to hear that. She must have been, how old was she? Maybe 50 years old, something like that, early 50s. John O'Reilly, is he really? No trolls allowed. Well, you know what? Trolls can't really work really well on this forum here, on this stream, because I have too many moderators in here. Okay, so let's just see. I'm gonna put a link on here. She was actually very shy. Oh man, that's young. May I ask, was it an accident, Dave, that she died in? Is that what it was? Here's a link. Here's a link to my eBay. Okay, so you can check out my other listings right there. There's a link to it right there. There it is. I am Batman. Check it out right there. I just set a link to my eBay, so you can check out my store there. I'd sell 1 gallon ones because I sell a lot of them to nurseries blast off. So nurseries buy a lot of palms from me, and the grocery stores sell them here in town. And other people come, they like the 1 gallon ones because it's cheap, and I move them out quick. They haven't sprouted yet. It's going to take time, Robin Palms. It's, well, let me go get the baggie. Let me just see how they're doing. I got a really sore back here. I highly doubt anything's going to be sprouted yet because I don't skin my palms seeds. I don't soak them. I just sow them. So I'm going to say probably within a few months or so, some of those should be sprouting, hopefully. Okay. So that's what they look like now. They're in the baggie, Trachycarpus tequil. So we will keep you updated. Oh, that's sad. Oh, that's so sad, Dave. Let's just see. Sorry to hear that. Signed. I might buy some seedlings off in the spring. Yeah, I sell lots of seedlings. I've shipped lots to Ireland, Dara. I've shipped a lot. There's a lot of Salt Spring Island seedlings in Ireland, and like I said, I've shipped them all over the U.S. and Canada and Europe too. Joe, how fast do your mountain gums and eucalyptus generally grow in their first year in the ground? Planted. Okay, I planted them a few decades ago, so I have to think back now. And I planted them when they were seedlings like this because I grew them from seed. Mini forest, 27 trees. Oh, cool. Right on. If I remember correctly, they probably grew within the first year, maybe a foot or so. I think they grow pretty fast. It really depends on the soil. Ours are growing in rock. And like I say, we're getting them all cut down soon too. So they're going to be, all our biggest eucalyptus trees are going to be cut down hopefully in the spring. And I'm going to have a lot of firewood to chop up. I'll tell you that. Thanks for the stuff, Joe. I'll buy. Oh, cool. Yeah, right on. Yeah, I'm always here. I'm easy to find. Canada definitely will miss her, Dave. That's pretty sad. Wet paper towel. Yeah, you can also use Johan, the baggie method. Put them in the baggie method like this. See that? That's how you can germinate. I germinated banana seeds in a baggie right there. So what's in here is Pro Mix HP or Sunshine Mix 4. The Sunshine Mix 4 in here. Those are true tequila seeds in there. So let's just hope they sprout. Somebody said they sprouted them overnight. I found that hard to believe, but they said they did. I've got a couple of seedlings unprotected still against. Oh, cool. Yeah, and it has not been cold there, James. And hopefully it does not get cold. Hopefully it stays like that till spring. There's a guy in Niagara that had my seedlings outside for as long as I knew the guy on the internet. It was probably about 5 years. So he had these things out going into 5 years beside his house, and he didn't do anything with them, and yet they still survived. And the snowpack probably helped too, but they were still kicking. They were little Trachycarpus palms. Could be the largest palm. You could have the largest palm. I went to a monkey puzzle forest today down in the south end. We have lots of snow fallen here, about 40 centimeters, no frozen ground, insulates. Yes, snow is a good insulator. So before a bad freeze, you want good snow. I am Batman. Is it possible to use baggie method? Yes, it is. I am Batman. Yes, you can use it with any seeds that'll fit in the baggie. James, we have minus coming up -10. So yeah, you might want to throw something over those trackies, James. If they're smaller ones, you better do it. It's not so much the minimum, it's the length of the freeze too. So if you have a longer freeze, it's really hard on the palms. So one night of -10 might not do anything to the palm trees, but you get daytime highs of -5 and you just keep going to -10. And several days of that will start taking its toll on them. Mine are off my own palms backyard, seed falls and squirrels. Oh, cool. Yeah, we get I think the rats or something's been eating them. The birds have been pulling them off because we got a really old palm out there that I planted in going up 34 years ago. I planted the big one out there, 1987. And there's some seeds missing off it. So I'm thinking maybe birds or squirrels. Baggie method of coconut. Yep, you can do that too, Camel. You actually can. There's a guy on YouTube, and it shows you how to take a coconut from the store that's already been dehusked and to start it in a Ziploc baggie. I kid you not. You should watch it, and it works. So like 1 or 2 frosts a week is nothing. Exactly, Camel, is nothing. It's consecutive heavy-duty frosts, So if you have a week straight of -5, that is actually really hard on palm trees. I'd love to see what you could do with the clean slate land. Oh yeah, 5 acres of it. Well, I'll tell you what, Sandra, when I bought this place in, a few decades ago, it was a clean slate. There was no gardening. There was no landscaping on this place. So everything you see here, Wendy and I planted, right? That's a big bag. Yeah, you should check it out. There is actually a YouTube channel. Sorry, my friends, I got to go. I just wanted to announce. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Dave. My thoughts are with you. It's sad when somebody that young dies, especially that way too. If I want to test growing Trachy curb, should I buy small palm? Yeah, you can do you can buy palm, small palm. Yeah. Oh, Jane in there. Hello, Jane. How was your hike yesterday? My cocos, I'm trying to. Oh, you're lucky that you still have cocos alive. Yeah, then I'll be able to grow a bunch of palms here. Yeah, you could, Camel. You could. Try some sable minor needle palms. Hey, I'm back. Haven't been alive. Oh, yo, I'm glad you're here, Benny Drummer. I did one yesterday and I did one the day before. I do a lot of live streams. I'm a live stream addict. Jane, good to see you in there. Yes, I bet you it was a good sunny hike, Jane. I wish I was on that hike with you. I like to walk around Hawaii. Usually when we stay in Waikiki, we walk to Ala Moana regularly. What is the temperature in your baggy seeds? Well, the temperature in our house right now is probably about 23 degrees Celsius. So it would be about 23 degrees Celsius, something like that. Room temperature. Good sunny hike in Hawaii. Ah, nice. I'm surprised they have survived this long. Yeah, they're tough to grow coconut palms. We loved hiking in Hawaii. Oh, it's nice, man. James, I'm missing Hawaii and I'm really looking forward to going back at the end of this year, November. We are booked. Our planes, flights are booked. Our condos booked. Everything's booked. So if everything goes smooth, then we will go. If it doesn't go smooth, then I will be doing another staycation here and doing boring old live streams from Salt Spring Island. Camel. Sable, palmetto, pindo, windmill are the most common. I bet they are. Yeah, there's lots of them. Lots of them down your way, especially pindos and palmettos. I love palmettos. JC475, is there a way to tell the eucalyptus seeds collected need? Well, certain species do. And you know what? You can put them in the fridge. What you got to do is you should Google that species. Google that species and see if the seed needs stratifying because they're all different. Did I stratify mine? I'm just trying to think. I don't even remember stratifying mine, my mountain gums. I've grown a lot of different. See you, Dave. Take care. Stay safe out there. White with dreamy eyes. Good to see you in there. Come in anytime and have a great day. Did anyone else notice that New Year's Eve? Was it 1 minute late? I didn't see it this year. Jane Tang, I saw a sandalwood tree while hiking. Jane, I want to see a sandalwood tree. That is a super exotic tree. Don't you think Jane's lucky? She lives in Hawaii, man. She can grow all the palm trees and exotic plants in the world. Basically, Hawaii to me is like living in this awesome greenhouse year round. I love going to hikes with the kids in Florida. Yeah, I know. It's nice when we can go back to holidays again, right? It's going to be good. Yeah, palmettos are cool. I love palmetto trunks too. Baywatch fan. Is it too late to plant palms in the ground? No. That's a good time to plant palm trees. Where are you moving to? Where are you moving to? It said Zone 7A. I thought you were on Vancouver Island. My favorite place in the Everglades National Park. You should go to Fairchild Tropical Gardens, James. I have a book, I think, from Fairchild. I do. I actually have a book from Fairchild Tropical Gardens. I'm just trying to think where it is. I have too many books here, guys. And I remember seeing this book. Let me just look here. Too much junk. I don't know where it is. But Fairchild Tropical Gardens. Tropical trees. Where's this one here? Tropical trees. Let me just see what this one is here. Looking in my tropical tree book connection. Oh, that's Caribbean and Central America. Here's eucalyptus. Here's another book I have on eucalyptus. But I don't know if it tells they need stratifying. I have a few books on eucalyptus trees. There's, folks, I think there's over 700 species of eucalyptus trees, right? Oh, so you've been to Fairchild. Cool. Yeah, that's supposed to be an awesome garden. Jane Tang, the Heliacula sandalwood tree is colder. I think I need some seeds. When I go to Hawaii next time, I'm going to mail some seeds back. I'm not going to put them in my pocket. And because last time they made me go through the body scanner, like I said, and they took all my seeds away. And Wendy spent some good time shucking some of the seeds for me. I did too. I washed them all off. They were beautiful. Foxtails, queens, robusta, Vicia morillii. I'm trying to think what else we had. Pichardia. had all these different types of palm seeds. And guess what? They took them away at the customs at Kahului Airport. James, and I had royal palm seeds. I love looking at the palms that are growing wild royals. Yeah, there are wild royals in southern. I think they're actually native to southern Florida. As they go into Cuba, they're native to Cuba, but I believe there is a species native to southern Florida, and it might be Ristonia too, or Gia. I can't wait to go Lanzarote collect some seeds. Yes, that would be cool. Washingtonia seeds. Baywatch fan, I live far away. Oh yeah, you're in Bulgaria. That's right too. I was thinking you're in Bulgaria. Well, you got to get some of Kirill's Bulgarian Trachycarpus seeds. That's what you got to get. They have nice stiff fronds on them. Although I have one that doesn't have such stiff fronds, probably because it's growing in more shade. Fairchild Gardens would be amazing. If you're ever in Vancouver, visit Van Dusen Botanical Gardens, guys. If you like palm trees and exotic plants, put that on your list. Van Dusen Botanical Gardens. To me, it's better than Bouchard Gardens in Victoria. Fairchild James, I love looking at the palms, and I'm with you, James. I sneak seeds. Yeah, well, yeah, I don't bring a suitcase when I go to Hawaii. I pack so little. I bring a carry-on. That's it. I just bring a carry-on bag. I never pack a suitcase because I don't wear a lot of clothes on Maui. Sometimes I don't wear any at all, so I really don't need a lot of clothes. Jane Tang, there are types of sandalwood. There are 2 types of sandalwood. How hardy are they, Jane? Like, what would be Mac Attack? Good to see you in there. James, or not James, Jane, James. How hardy are they? What's the cold hardiness on them? Sander, it would be at a time you usually go with 3 young kids. Yeah, my kids never really liked being dragged through the gardens. I remember trying to drag them through Lion Arboretum once, and it was just too much of a chore. Because Lion Arboretum on Oahu is a real hike. It's 200 acres of probably one of the biggest palm collections you'll see. I think they have about 600 species of palms growing at Lion Arboretum. It is amazing. Lion Arboretum is also a must. I have some good videos from Lion Arboretum here and on Jungle Josie of the telepot palms. And the telepot palms are Corypha. Is it Corypha? Is that what you call it? And they are just amazing, huge palms. I see a lot of needle palms here, yellow. Maybe they need fertilizer. Maybe they're lacking fertilizer, Camel. Yeah, maybe one day. They're not cold hardy, but they are hardy plants, can be grown. Cool. So they're pretty tough plant, James or Jane. How tall do they grow? I'm curious. How tall do sandalwood trees grow? I mean, I've heard of sandalwood. I just don't know much about sandalwood trees. And I'm guessing probably pretty tropical too, right? Well, so far the stream's going okay. I only died once. I lost the stream due to connection. So, and good to see you guys in there. And I'm glad your weather's balmy and palmy where you are. We know Jane is the queen of balmy and palmy weather where she lives on the island of Oahu in the beautiful Central Pacific. So, for those of you who've never been to Hawaii, I suggest you try it out sometime. You'll really like it. I love the Gumbo Limbo tree. That's kind of a cool name, Gumbo Limbo. James, Jane Tang, the coastal sandalwood and forest sandalwood are found on Oahu. Is there any on Maui or any of the other islands, Jane? Would bird of paradise work here in Island? You could give it a try. There was a guy here on Salt Spring Island around the corner from me that had one growing, I think, for at least 2 years in an alcove, and it finally died. But it was really sheltered where it was, and he's right on the ocean, but pretty tender. I really want to go to Hawaii, no passport. Yeah, you're lucky. I never used to use a passport until when was it? 2001, September 11th, right? And when those trade centers came down after that, everything changed. I never ever used a passport before that. It's just birth certificate. James, check it out. It's really tropical looking, cool tree. Like a crazy that's cool. Jumbo Lumbo. What is the name of that tree? Limbo, the Gumbo Limbo tree. That sounds kind of cool. You know what tree I really like? What does this say? Baywatch fan. -21. My palm's from Kirill. He's -21. I tend to believe him. Well, you know what? There's only one way to find out, Baywatch fan, is when you get to -21. And if they are living after that, then you know he's telling you the truth. It's also length of freeze, too. Jane, coastal sandalwood is found on the main Hawaii, on the all main Hawaiian islands. Okay, cool. Thanks, Jane. My life is. Why is that? Why do you say that, John? The gumbo. You need to plant some palm trees and then it will not be meaningless. Everybody needs palms in their life and exotic plants. You know what I mean? My life would probably be a lot better if I won a couple of $1,000,000, but you know what? I'm quite happy with my life right now. So, and I like to go out into the garden. After the live stream, Wendy and I walk around the garden year round, and we're at the Monkey Tree guy's place today, and the lady's harvesting beets out of her garden. She's got this beautiful vegetable garden, pulled this massive beet out of there, carrots, beets. So it's 7.5 here, Dara. The gumbo limbo. That's kind of a cool name. I like it. Probably grows in Hawaii. I bet you Jane knows what it is. Hey, Jane, do you know what a gumbo limbo tree is? Going nowhere for a long time. Well, you got to go somewhere. You know what I mean? You got to go somewhere, John. Coastal sandal can also be found in the Northwest Hawaiian Islands. Cool. So what do they use the wood for, Jane? Is it hard? You should visit one day. You would really like it here. It is it a hardwood, Jane? Like, is it a hardwood or a softwood, Jane? Like the sandalwood. Is it like koa wood? Is it different than koa wood, or is it's similar to koa wood? I'm curious. Like here, the hardest hardwood trees on our island are arbutus and oak and yew. So we have yew and actually Dougie fir is a pretty good hardwood too. But oak, the native Gary oak, and native arbutus and native yew are very hard wood here. I think maybe oak and arbutus are the hardest. I uploaded a video of Buddy Hal using his wood splitter, 30-ton wood splitter yesterday, and it went through a piece of arbutus tree like a hot knife through butter. Dry arbutus is rock hard. What's the acacia native to Hawaii? Jane, this is where you come in. What's the native acacia? KRS palm. No, I have any palm seeds started sprouting. Sables. Hello, Benjamin's in there. Quagla. Beautiful scented tropical hardwood, better than. Is that right, eh? Wow. I have to look this one up. I have to get my book on trees of Hawaii. Where's my book on trees of Hawaii? When I want it, I cannot find it. I'm looking for it. Your book by the bed. Oh, yeah. Well, it's in here somewhere, I know. Wendy says I have more books in our bedroom. A botanical garden at Huntington. This is a good one right here. So I'm guessing maybe sandalwood tree might be in here. Where's my glasses? Of course, when I want my glasses, I can't find them. I'm so flippin' unorganized here. I don't know where I put my glasses. No, I can't. Oh, there they are. They're right in front of me. A native acacia is koa. That's right. Jane, koa. That's why I asked you to say that, so they could hear it from the horse's mouth in Maui. Or I mean on Oahu. If I was to move to US, I'd move to West Texas. Really? Cool. I would move to Hawaii or the Oregon coast. So I'm going to look up sandalwood. I just want to see if sandalwood. I'm going to see if sandalwood is in here. Pandanus. Let's see what we have here. Sandalwood. Of course, it does not have sandalwood in here. Well, what good is that book to me? I do have another one. I'm looking for my clients. I got one, tropical plants. Awesome. I've been to. I like Los Angeles. Palm trees in Southern California are awesome. There, my stream just died for a second. Benjamin, my son lived in Southern Texas. Joe, I got the TKL seeds from the city. Oh, right on. Yeah, so let me know how they grow. San Diego, there's really nice palms too. Been down there. Yeah, and not much humidity in Palms, USA Valley. It was where my son lived down in Texas, Southern Texas, really hot and humid in the summer time. He was west of Brownsville. He was very Southern Texas. Bakersfield, California is nice. I've been there. I've been all down through California. And lots of stuff grows in Southern California. Most of the tropical areas in the U.S. are overdeveloped. Well, that's the thing. That's why I like living on this island. It is underdeveloped. You know what I mean? This island is bigger than people think it is. So from one end to the other, it's just about 17 miles in length. And I think it's around 9 miles across, 6 to 9 miles across at the bottom of the island. It's quite wide. And there's 10,500 people that live in that 17-mile radius. 17 miles, there's only 10,500 people. Everybody here usually has big land. You know what I mean? Zone pushing is fun. And you would if you lived up on the mountains. You would, Benjamin. If you lived up in Mauna Kea or Mauna Loa or up in Haleakala, you would. Southwest Ireland rainforest koa is acacia, probably cold already. Yeah, you should try the acacia melanoxylon. That's like Jane says, Dara. I'm all about nature. Yeah. You'd like it here because there's no high rises on Salt Spring Island. You're not allowed to have high rises. There's no big box stores and there's no fast food, Camel. It's a really laid back, natural place from one end to the other. It's all you see is vegetation. When the lights go out here at night, it's pitch black. You don't see any street lights. It's black. We don't have any traffic lights. There's no traffic lights on Salt Spring Island, Ontario. So it's a pretty laid back place. Right, might live in those subtropical mountains. Subtropical mountains would be cool. I think, Jane, koa might work where Dara is. Dara's in a very mild area of Ireland in the Emerald Isle, and a lot of good plants grow in Ireland. It's amazing what grows at that altitude, right? It's the Gulf Stream really helps them out. Here we don't have the Gulf Stream, but we do have the currents in the North Pacific here. We have the offshore Japan current and then the North Pacific current. Oh, I think, yeah. You know what? That gets flowers on it, doesn't it, Jane? Benjamin, Quebec is amazing. I have family there. I've never been to Quebec before. Wait, what's the hardiness of the mountains in Hawaii? I'm guessing the top of Mauna Loa, Mauna Kea would probably be like maybe zone 8 up there. It's got to be zone 8 up there, 8B, something like that. I think they've been into the single digits once, maybe 9 degrees Fahrenheit was their lowest they've ever been. I could look it up. Isn't some of the extreme western villages zone 10? Well, it's totally tropical, the Hawaiian Islands, except when you get to the mountains. There's not much. I've been to the mountains. I have videos. Benjamin, watch my video of Haleakala. At the top there, we got blown away 10,000. I don't know, it's 10,400 feet or something like that above sea level. It's cold up there. It's on Maui. The video I shot, you could hardly hear us talking because it was so windy. Trachycarpus, I believe, won't grow that tall. What's the tallest one? Here they have 30 feet of trunk, so 10 meters, over 10 meters. There's some in Cornwall at Helligan that are over 13 meters tall. Over 13 meters tall. I think the tallest ones are over 40 feet tall. So they grow really tall. There's big ones all over our coast here. There's big ones on Salt Spring Island. There's 30-foot Trachycarpus palms here on Salt Spring Island, 10 meters tall. Beck summer is pretty nice. I don't like it much in the winter. Yeah, it's cold there. Is Metrosideros. Oh, right. Oh, that's right, Jane. I remember you saying that. Almost as good as Alberta. Baywatch, man. There are some California that are 40 foot. Yeah, and here there's the tallest one maybe on our coast might be 40 foot tall. It's growing. There's some really old ones in Victoria, and there's some really old ones in Vancouver. And on the on Vancouver Island, there's some really old Trachycarpus palms. Hi, Jen. How's it going, buddy? There's a really old one growing in Tofino down by the water, and it was planted in 1948. And that one's probably around close to 40 feet tall. I have videos of it here. The garden is full of these huge cordylines. Thanks, Jane. Zone 8. I was right. Atlantic Canada is nice too. I just don't like snow. I just don't like blizzards. I'm not into blizzards and snowstorms. Benjamin, they produce trunks faster than other palms. I say too cold to grow coconut palms. It is. Blast off. You're right. It is way too cold. You will not see any coconuts up there. Okay. See you later, James. Take care. Have a good one. Stay safe out there and enjoy the balmy and palmy weather. Come in anytime. Yeah, but you can grow king palms. I'm just trying to think. So when you get up to a certain elevation, up country on Maui, Benjamin, you don't see coconut palms anymore. There's certain species you just don't see anymore. You have a snowstorm here. I'll tell you what, it's actually quite nice here. We have sunshine. I'm going to show you what it is like here. Let me just unplug this so you can see what it's doing here on Salt Spring Island at this end of the island. It could be raining on the south end of the island, but it's not raining here. It's a beautiful day, and I'm going to go outside. I'll do an hour live stream, and then I'm going to go outside. So I'm going to give you the little garden tour. I could do a live stream on Wendy's after, right there. That's what it's looking like, folks. Can you see that? It is looking pretty balmy and palmy out in there into the garden. There's some vivax timber bamboo. I've showed you this before. You can see the facias and the eucalyptus trees. And let's go here. Open this door up. And I'm going to show you through here. You can see some big eucalyptus trees through there. You see that? You see what I'm looking at? Looking right out at big eucalyptus trees right there. And we're going to get those guys cut down. So there's bay tree there. There's a big 30-foot bay tree right there. Bay leaf, cooking bay. So that's what it's looking like here, folks. There's your little garden tour right now. But I could do one on Wendy's after I'm done this, just for a short one, and walk around the garden and show you what it is doing outside here on this balmy and palmy day. I'm just plugging my computer back in. There we go. See any palm trees up there? No palms on top of Haleakala. Haleakala, Mauna Kea, or 10,000. It's cold. It can get cold up there. Me blowing shade and sables taking 10 years to even. Yeah, they're slow up here too. Sables are really slow. Eastern BC is the best for ski. Pacific Coast doesn't get. Oh, we get this bases. The highest base is on Mount Washington. We get more snow than they probably do on the mountains here. Look up the base on Mount Washington. I think Mount Washington on Vancouver Island usually breaks records. So one time there's so much snow up there, Benjamin, they actually had to close the frickin' mountain because it went up to the frickin' ski lifts. We get huge bases on our mountains here on the Pacific Coast. Big mountains. Go to Whistler, Blackcomb. In Vancouver, there's Cypress Bowl, Seymour, Grouse. We have Manning Park. And then we have we have Mount Washington on Vancouver Island, which sometimes has the biggest base. And we also have Mount Baker just to the southeast of us in Washington State. I used to ski there too. I used to be an avid skier, so I used to ski all those mountains. So check out Mount Washington base, and then check out a snow base somewhere in eastern Canada. And I bet you Mount Washington has more snow. Madagascar is a really, yeah. Try base snow base on Mount Washington. Snow base, Mount Washington. I'm just Googling it right now so you can see what the snow base is on Mount Washington. It's and then I'll do the snow base on Mount Logan. Okay. 330 snow depth, 7 to 177 centimeters, it says right now. It's got 177 centimeters. It says 330. Oh, sorry. 330 centimeters. Okay. That's 330. And there's Mount Logan. Mount Logan snow. I'm just going to see what it is. So bear with me. So 330 and Mount Logan is I'm trying to find the Mount Logan live, the base right now. Can palms grow in 7A? Yes, Kate. If you're in the southern 7A, yes, they can. There's lots of palm trees growing in zone 7A. So I don't know what state you're in, Kate, but sable minor, needle palm, try Sereno repens in a sheltered spot. Camarops humilis I would try, and Trachycarpus fortunei. Mount Logan snow depth. Mount Logan snow depth. Let's see where it is. Oh, they got lots there. I don't even know where that is. I don't know where Mount Logan is, but they got a lot of snow there. I'm on Nantucket. Nantucket? Oh, cool. That's one place I've always wanted to go to is Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard. That's off the coast of Massachusetts. And I don't know how cold it gets there in the winter, but I think it does get pretty cool. Probably pretty windy. You should try in a sheltered spot, Kate, Trachycarpus fortunei palm. How's the weather there right now? What is the temperature where you are right now, Kate? I'm on an island as well. I'm on an island in the North Pacific. Okay, see you later, Camel. Take care. Kate, what is the temperature there in Nantucket right now? And how far are you guys from the mainland? That's another thing I was wondering. And I mean, I should Google that. I mean, I could easily Google it. How far is Nantucket from the mainland? My cousin got blocked off your channel and keeps asking me to. Who's your cousin? And what channel is it? This channel? I have 3 YouTube channels. Really? Someone should try Bulgarian traki on Palm. They should. Well, maybe they'll work there. Who knows? Keely is your cousin. Oh, really? Kate in Licola Grande. Yeah, I didn't block anybody. I just read the messages. I got moderators to block people or kick people off. So, and I do in my Palm groups, I have moderators and administrators too. I'm an administrator of all my Palm groups on Facebook, but I have other people to do the dirty work for me because I'm not always there all the time. I can't. I'm thinking, Sandor, you're right. So I don't do any blocking on there. I mean, I had one guy phone me or message me. He didn't like what somebody said to him. I says, if you don't like it, then just block them. Martha's Vineyard has nice palmettos. Really? I didn't think there was any palmettos. I really didn't think there was any palm trees growing out there on those islands. How come Peely Island? Yeah, Peely Island, there's a native cactus that grows there. Kate in, stop bullying me. We are all human. Yeah, moderators are taking care of stuff in there. Bye, guys. It's 30 minutes past midnight. Oh, wow. We'll get some sleep, buddy. And thanks for joining in from Bulgaria. And I'm going to end this stream pretty soon. I'm going to go for just over an hour. And then I'll grab Wendy's phone if she's not on it. And I will take it outside and I'll do a little live stream out there for you just to show you what the garden is looking like. 300 seconds. Yeah, I don't like trolls. I don't know. Trolls really agitate me. You know, I mean, you could give them a second chance, Benjamin, if you think it's a troll and just see what they have to say. You know what I mean? If they say something bad, if anybody says something really bad, then you can nuke them. But let them in the next time. Next time they post something bad, just see what they have to say. I'm just curious. Can we see the princeps? They're seedlings. I only have seedlings. They're really big. They're nothing to see. Nothing to write home about, so I don't even really waste my time shooting videos of them. I do have videos of them on here. When is the next live stream? Well, I mean, it might be next Friday. I'm thinking it might be next Friday. Yeah. So you can live without me for a week, and it's gonna suck to live without you guys because I like you guys in here commenting and stuff like that and chatting. Hey, let's just see. Benjamin, let Kate comment. Let her comment because I want to see what she has to say. Maybe it's not bad things she's going to say. We won't see Kate for another 8 years. Kate Acola was 800 years. Maybe let her in and say something, Benjamin. Maybe let her. I just want to see what she has to say. I didn't. Oh, dog who likes goat. Didn't do anything. I just want to talk about. You were just Joe. Yes. Yeah. If if people don't have any things and they're not trolling, yeah, everybody's more than welcome on this stream. A dog who likes Coke. If you really have something against me, yeah. So I don't have anything against anybody. I will be there next. Okay, yeah, you guys are more than welcome. Come into every stream. Don't ban me for being Lego. Lego. Did you guys remember Lego when you were kids? Do you guys play with Lego? My kids played with Lego, and I used to have more fun with it than them, I think. I used to love. What's that? Tonka toys, yeah. Because my cousin isn't me. Dog. Well, that's okay. I like that. A dog who likes Coke, and we got Camel who likes Coke. Jane Tang, Haleakala sandalwood is found 9,000 feet. Sea Palms, USA, and come in next Friday. We will do one around 5:30. Lego palms. You know what? I bet you could make a palm tree out of Lego. Does anybody here still play with Lego? Are there any kids in here that play with Lego? Ben, you have Lego? Benjamin's the youngest guy in here. I think Benjamin's what, like 11 years old or something? I still play. I love Lego. I think Lego's awesome. I bet you could make a palm out of Lego. I bet you they do have palmy Lego toys, right? With all the colors, like the brown trunk and the green fronds. I saw some mature coconuts in Nunavut. They must have been in a greenhouse. Take care, you Palms USA. Good to have you in there, and make sure you come in next Friday. Yeah, Lego is awesome. Do you still use it, Logan? I think it's a cool thing. You can be very creative with it. Jane, Heliacula sandalwood is not a tropical tree, but it's exotic. Wow. I would like to look at, I'm going to have to look up sandalwood, Hawaiian sandalwood. You know what? I've probably seen it. And when I see pictures of it, I'll be like, oh, yeah, I've seen that tree, Jane, for sure. So I will, I'm going to Google images of sandalwood the minute I do this stream. And then we'll head out into the garden. They do Southwest Ireland, Dog Cape Cod Zone 7 as. I wouldn't doubt that palm trees could grow out on Martha's Vineyard in Nantucket, though. Do you build Lego skyscrapers? Sweet. And then do you knock them over? Will Ferrell is made of Lego. Will Ferrell is made of Lego. Dwarf, that's good. Jane, dwarf coconuts is the best coconut size. Wise to a giant. I like the dwarf ones myself, Jane, and it's easy to reach the fruit on them. I don't know what I'd do if I had a 60-foot coconut growing in my yard, in my garden. I think you have to get somebody up there to get the coconuts for you, or you have to, I don't know, what do you do? Or you have to wait till they fall on the ground or fall on your head, which is even worse. You don't want a coconut flogging you on the noggin, right? I think more people probably died from getting hit in the head with coconuts. Dog who likes Coke. You got to take a video of some coconut palms out in Cape Cod. I didn't know there was any out there. Martha's Vineyard is 7B. Yeah, Pinto palms need protection. They probably would. 7B, I'm guessing there could be Trachycarpus out there then, out in Martha's Vineyard. That's cool. If you see any out there, dog who likes Coke, make a video, take some pictures of them. Okay, Logan, got to go for now. You take care, buddy, and nice to have you in there. And join in the stream anytime. I would never grow a coconut in my yard. There's no room. Oh, is that right? I'm sure you got some pretty cool things growing there, though, Jane. Yeah, I think Martha's Vineyard might be a good microclimate for sure. Good one, big. Benjamin, Martha's Vineyard is 7B. I think it must be. I mean, somebody can look up the growing zone there. Nantucket is 7B. Yeah, I mean, they're right beside each other, aren't they? Dog who likes Coke? Aren't those two islands beside each other? And how far are those islands off of Massachusetts? Yeah, I'm curious. Our island's about 23 miles off the coast of the mainland. In my eyes, it's not far enough. I love living in Erie Island, Zone 9. Everybody here's heat. Well, you know what? It probably does get hot there in Erie Islands in the summertime. I'm just think the winters could be pretty chilly, but I'm thinking it probably gets hot and humid there in the summertime, maybe with the lake around, or maybe you get a breeze off the lake. Maybe it's more like living on the ocean. It never gets as hot here if you live on the ocean. 20-minute ferry, not that bad. That's quick. It takes an hour and a half direct for ferry to get here. No wonder sable can grow there. Yeah, that's cool. I like to see them. How big is our Robusta? Well, we have a lot of Robustas, I am Batman. And, well, most of them are in pots. I only have one in the ground. It's not that big. Trunk on it's about this big. It's useless. I think I'm going to end up ripping it out of the ground. It's just in a bad spot. We have it here, but there's not a lot of it. We actually have that here, Matt. Dog who likes Coke. Erie Island says between 11 and 86 a year. Wow. Crazy. Great live stream, 11 p.m. Okay. Well, nice to have you in there, Dara. 11 p.m. there. It is 2:44 p.m. here. Unfortunately, I have to work tomorrow. The weekend goes way too fast for my liking. That's what really sucks about weekends. I have air conditioners still. Wow. You know what? It's rare that anybody really has an air conditioner here. People do have them, but you really don't need air conditioning much here. There's maybe about a week out of summer where we put our air conditioning on in my Parks truck because it gets that warm. And but here we don't need it. I just open the windows up and let the ocean breeze come through. Are there any coconuts? Lots of coconuts on Nantucket Sandor. Well, filibuster, if they were available. You know what, Jane? The thing is, they're a short-term palm here, so I'm going to say no. They will end up dying in a bad winter. How old was you, and what was your first thing you planted? 1970, and I was 6. 1970, and I was 6 years old. It was late 1970, December 1970, and the first thing that I planted was a Schefflera, an umbrella tree, and I got it in a pot. It was a giveaway for a grand opening of Trail Bay Mall on the Sunshine Coast. There was lots of different plants out there, and I was with my dad, my mom, my sister. We went down there, and I picked out the Schefflera. That caught my eye. I had it for years. How's it going, Mr. Paul in Langley? Good to see you in there. I think the first thing I planted probably was something that people smoke, and that was back in the 1970s. Something that people smoke. All right, that's what I planted. It's actually legal here now. Put it that way. Let's just see. I'm thinking palms in Nantucket as well. Nantucket. I'd like to see some palm. You know what? Maybe somebody can Google Earth Nantucket or images and see some palm trees there. I've often thought that palm trees could grow in Nantucket because it is out in the ocean. So how about Sable Island? Sable Island off in Nova Scotia is another place I've always thought palm trees would. Hardy Palm Trees, Utah. Sweet. Good to see you in there. I just got some Trachycarpus seeds from Utah. Trachycarpus tequila. Dog, I have imagined protecting the Wow, crazy. Like to see that. Was it Chicoria? It was, I think they called that stuff Colombian gold back then. It was a long time ago. Or Jamaican. There are no there are no trees on Sable Island except for small pines. Yeah, it is. It's windy there, but it never gets extremely bitter cold. I think the all-time low temperature is around minus 19, something like that. That happened a long time ago, but I'm thinking it's Zone 8A. I'm thinking Sable Island is Zone 8A, and I'm thinking Trachycarpus would work. It's mostly grasslands, wild ponies, Sable Island ponies. So, but trust me, it is. They're exotic everywhere, Benjamin. You can't see it, Joe, but imagine you palm it. Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. I will check it out, dog who likes Coke. I like to see it. I can't show you the exotic as the camera blocks it. Good to see you too. Excellent. I'm still waiting on mine to sprout. They will. Just be patient with them, Hardy Palm Trees, Utah. Just be very patient with them. That's like, I'm always patient with palm seeds. Microclimate. Benjamin, there's a good microclimate on Erie Island. Is that what you're talking about? So Jubea seeds and Rapidophyllum seeds took the longest for me to sprout. Those are the slowest seeds I ever had sprouting was Jubea and Rapidophyllum. I actually had to water my greenhouse this morning. So the mice were in there. The mice were in the greenhouse and they ate a bunch of palms. So I set the traps. One of the traps was set off, but I didn't catch anything. So I'm going to have to go down there and check after this live stream. I got some Madrona seeds in pots thanks to Joe. Oh, cool. You did get them, and they will grow. Just be patient with them, Matt. Erie is 6-7 and has 8B winters for all. Cool. Awesome. Well, like we've had 9B winters here, on occasion, but I think it's just going to be another 9A winter this year, unless we dip below 20. If we drop below 20 degrees Fahrenheit, then we're into the high side of 8B, which is fine because it's still not cold enough to kill what we grow here. So anyway, you should get a ferret. We have a cat. We have a nice cat. Wendy's probably sitting. Are you sitting with a cat right now? Yeah, Wendy we have a cat. It's sitting on the couch right now. It's been a very mild winter on the west. Yeah, we haven't had any winter yet. We had a little bit of snow on the 20th December, and it was gone within a couple of days. So trust me, the Norfolk Island pines are disguised as oaks. There you go, Benjamin. Do you have snow in the forecast? I don't think we'll get it here. I'm going to go look. Let me see. I'll show you our forecast, and then you can decide for yourself. Gulf Island forecast, Southern Gulf Island forecast. Maybe there's a snowflake. I don't know. It's going to get, I'll tell you what, it's going to get colder. It's definitely going to get colder. I don't see snow, but I see colder temperatures. Here's our forecast, okay, guys? We have our own forecast on Salt Spring Island. It's not Vancouver and it's not Victoria. There's our 7-day forecast. I don't see any snow. Kahu drinks Coke. No, Kahu does not drink Coke. Jane, in Hong Kong, on the highest peak, it went down to 21. That is that's like close to minus 6 degrees Celsius, Jane. That is pretty cold. Put in Bay. Yeah, what is the Put in Bay forecast? Posted on here. Just call. Sandor. Anyway, that's our forecast. I'm not seeing any snow. I see highs of 7, 6, 5, and the coldest temperature I see down to -4 next Friday. It's going to be sunny. You know what? I'm excited. I'll take the colder temperatures because it's going to be sunny. I look forward to it. It's better than rain. It looks like next week is going to be real. Oh, I see rain on Monday and then rain on Saturday. And if it's raining Saturday, there's going to be, it's not cold enough to snow. Viking G50. Salute de Normandy. Awesome. Viking. Cool. I got a friend that lives in Norway. Oh, Normandy. Normandy or Norway? My name is Erie Island, Zone 99. But there's some potential snow in the Seattle. Yeah, it can be snowing in Seattle, and because we're out on an island, it can be raining here, or vice versa. But I'm not seeing any. Our forecast is different than Seattle, and we're about 103 miles as the crow flies north of Seattle. Yeah. So that, did you see our forecast? Right, you saw it. You have a good look. You have a good look at this forecast right there, Matt, and you can see exactly what it's doing here on Salt Spring Island. In a cold snap in Hong Kong, the urban areas experience, that's single digit Celsius. That's pretty cool. I want it to snow here. Rismon Nation, I don't want snow. I want sunshine and cooler temperatures. So there's actually, Jane posted a picture in my group, people who love palm trees and exotic plants, of coconut palms growing in Hong Kong. And thank you, Jane, for posting stuff like that. I appreciate it. We won't be getting to, it's not that bad. -4, but give or take, right? Dog who Salt Spring Island for life. Yes, dog who likes Coke. Well, dog who likes Coke, if you ever visit here, I will give you a can of Coke. You know what? It's it never really gets too ugly here in the winter. Even our worst winters are not that bad. Yes, it can snow, but it never gets brutally cold. And just because it says -4, that doesn't mean it's going to be -4 here. That could be that's the absolute minimum. That could be in the colder spots. It might only hit -2 here. We'll see. You know what? I have a weather station. I will keep you guys updated. I do not miss a thing, okay? If it's -4 out there, I will shoot a video of it, what our garden looks like at -4 degrees. Yes, I have. No, in Hawaii. I've done it in Hawaii because my cousin used to live on the north shore of Hawaii on Oahu, and he was a scuba diver. He took people out scuba for scuba lessons. So we walked right off his beach and off Sunset Beach and right into the ocean. But there's a lot of people that scuba dive here around the Gulf Islands because they say it's some of the best diving. Hong Kong has similar climate to Erie Island. Sure it does. Went to zone 10B. I wish we would go to 10B, Jane. That would be awesome. My Majesty Palm loves the plastic bag. Oh, you put a plastic bag over it? Wow, cool. Doesn't Erie Island match the climate of Tahiti? Pretty much. Tahiti. Oh, look at the sun out there. You know what? I'm going to have to end the stream soon. It is super, super sunny. It got up to 45 Fahrenheit 72 yesterday. Hardy palm trees, Utah palmy. That's awesome. You know what? That is great. Next week you have 5 days of snow. Well, that's okay, but you had some nice weather. You know, it's okay. Hardy palms. Spring will be here before you know it. Benjamin in zone 0. It was the city that experienced 10B. 2016. 10B. That is really balmy and palmy. I'd love to be in zone 10B. That's San Francisco, I think. I'm pretty sure San Francisco is zone 10B. Something like that, or 10A. So, okay, guys, you know, I'm going to have to wrap up this live stream because I really want to go outside. And I'm thinking maybe I'll grab Wendy's camera. Hey, Wendy. I think Wendy's outside in the sun. She's not answering me. So, you know what? I'm going to head outside and grab Wendy's camera, and I'll do a live stream on Gulf Island Rock. And I'm going to show you exactly what it's looking like out there, man. Okay, dog who likes Coke. See you later. Thanks for coming in there. Matt, cheers to you, buddy. Jane, aloha. Cheers and aloha. And you take care, Jane. I always love you coming in here. You're a fountain of information. Benjamin, aloha. And who else is in here? Sandor and Rizwan Nation. I'm scrolling back up. Viking, 050. I am Batman. There's a whole bunch of people in here today on the live stream. So thank you so much. Palms USA. Yes. Mason, you have a good one too. Bigfoot, we posted a video of flowers. Okay, cool. I will check out that. Dog who likes Coke. I will check that out. Thank you. Dog who likes Coke. Thank you. See you soon, guys. Thanks for coming in. It's always a lot of fun. I always say stay safe out there. And I will see you. And blast off. Kiss the baby. Yes, I will see you too, Mike, in Pennsylvania. Next Friday, between 5 and 6. I tell you what, I'll do a stream. See you, Jane. Take care, hon, and have a great day out there on the island of Oahu. Enjoy the sun. Enjoy the heat. And remember, one day we will meet. I will meet with you, with Wendy and I will meet you, and we will take you out for lunch. All right? Take you to, right, Wendy? We said if we go to Hawaii, we're going to meet Jane and we're going to take udon noodle. I don't know. Do you like, hey, Jane, do you like Murakami udon noodle on Kuhio? It is awesome. I got videos of it here. I like it so much. I've shot videos of our favorite eatery, and we also go to the Cheesecake Factory too on Kalakaua. Oh, I'm sure it's probably open, but probably limited seating. So, but anyway, Jane, we will do that when we come to Waikiki sometime. We'll meet up, and we'll go to, maybe we could all go up to Lion Arboretum, which would be kind of fun. All right, guys, cheers and aloha, and we will see you next Friday. So if you're around, you're not doing anything, join in the live stream. Take care, and yes, dog who likes Coke, kiss the baby. Bye, Jane. Bye, everybody else. Cheers to you.